I know you got those unedited videos in your camera roll, drafts sitting on your TikToks that you watch every single day and you just never post. Girl, you need to post them. How to become an influencer from scratch in 2023. Welcome back to my channel. My name is Thivi, and today I'm going to be helping you guys become an influencer. Honestly, let's waste no time and let's get right into it. The biggest question I always get when it comes to being an influencer is, should I niche or should I not? And the real answer is, it depends on you. There are pros and cons to niching and not, so let me explain. When you niche, you will actually end up growing faster than when you don't niche. You become an expert at one thing, and your audience knows what to expect, what type of content you make, and there's familiarity, so they're more easily and more likely to follow you. Now, lifestyle and broadening up to many niches has its pros as well. You're actually building a personal brand, so you're doing so many different things that it's hard to actually follow you for like one pillar moment unless you go mega viral. And so your audience is actually following you for you, and you're really building your personal brand. And people, when they choose to follow you, they're not following you because you give many tips on makeup or many tips on fashion. They're following you because they like you and they like everything that you do. Now, the con to that is you actually grow a bit slower because it takes more for people to be like, I really like her. It takes more content for them to be like, okay, like I understand who she is as a person, and then they decide whether they like you or not, and then they'll follow you. Whereas in niching, they might not like you personally because they don't know you personally, but they might like the tips you're giving, or they might like the newest product you're reviewing. So then they're more inclined to like you. And of course, through that, you can have your personality shine and whatnot. But the bigger thing is that they're more focused on the reviews and tips and how they can apply it to themselves. And because there's a sense of you helping them there, they're also more inclined to follow. At the end of the day, the end goal, even when you niche, is to be able to post anything about yourself. And the end goal should be lifestyle. It just depends on what route you want to take. There might be a lot going on in your life and you just want to niche. You just want to do one thing. There might be a lot of things going on in your life and you're like, screw it. Like, I want to vlog everything. I want to show everything, whatever that may be. The next tip I have is overthinking. I know you got those unedited videos in your camera roll, or you got those drafts sitting on your TikToks that you watch every single day and you just never post. Girl, you need to post them. You need to stop overthinking your content, whether it's because you want to perfect it or you don't like the way you look. Regardless of what it is, eventually you're gonna have to post it so that you can start your journey. Because the more you postpone it, the longer it is gonna be for you to become an influencer. And the more time you let pass between the time you film that piece of content and you posting it, the chance of you actually posting it goes down so much. Like, there's so much content even for myself. Like, I film and I'm just like, I'm not gonna post it, I'm gonna post it later. It's been months and I haven't posted it. And now I don't even want to post it because I feel like I look different. Like whatever the reason is. And at that point, that was just a waste of your time at that moment. And why are you wasting your time? Time is money. So if you're going to film something, make sure you get it out as soon as possible. And also, you're never going to learn if you don't like edit it and post it and see how people are liking it. What if people love it? Or what if, you feel like you could have done better? You're only going to know once you start posting more videos. So stop overthinking and start over posting. That should be like a slogan or something. I don't know. I should write that on a t-shirt. Okay, I hope you guys are enjoying this video so far. Make sure you guys are taking notes so you guys remember these. But I did want to say that I am offering one-on-one consultations to those who have already taken these steps and have started, but they're in a little bit of a rut, or you just need a little bit of a push. Whatever it is, I'm offering one-on-one consultations to help you. Even if you want me to just like audit your account and see what's going on, whatever it is, if you need that, if you feel like you need that extra support, I am offering the one-on-one consultations. It'll be linked in the description box, so please make sure you check it out. Okay, let's get into the next point. My next tip for how to become an influencer from scratch is keywords. Especially on TikTok and of course on YouTube, keywords is so important. Like, there was actually a study done that said that Gen Z actually goes to TikTok over Google for searches. I mean, forget Gen Z. Even I myself go to TikTok when I want to go on a date, when I want to go to a restaurant. I go to TikTok over Google. Like, yeah, sure, Google has the list and everything, but what's better than a list is visuals. And baby, like, you cannot go wrong with visuals. Like, if I get to see not only a review of a restaurant I want to eat at, but also what the food looks like before I go in, because sometimes those menu pictures ain't doing shit. So keywords is where it's at, and you want to make sure you are optimizing and making sure that you are appearing on search. So ways I like to optimize my keywords is making sure that my captions are turned on in my videos. So not only does a platform has you saying the words, but also it's in text, so it recognizes it way faster. Another way is within the description box, or like in the description on TikTok, you can just write and repeat some keywords, and then hashtags, which are so important. I do generally believe that putting in broad hashtags, but also specific. So if you're doing a Zara haul, put in Zara haul fashion, fall 2023, like adding keywords that are just gonna make sense for your video. Like if someone were to search it up, will they find your video? Next point, which is target audience. When you start your influencer journey, there is one thing that you need to make sure that is defined and clear, which is who is your target audience? Are they 7-year-olds, 17-year-olds, 27-year-olds, 70-year-olds? Like, who is it? Who do you want your content to go to? Who do you think will enjoy your content the most? Who do you think will buy from you? These are things you need to consider before you actually go ahead and start. Already, you don't have the control on where your videos are going when you post. So when you are not thinking about these things and trying to at least push it in the direction where you want it to go to, your video can end up and land anywhere, especially on TikTok, because videos still are able to go super viral. Now, obviously, in the sense of like it going viral, you really don't have any control at where it goes, but I think you can optimize it. And the reason I say this is because if you are a 30-year-old and your content goes to a 7-year-old, what are you going to influence them? Like, you have no common interest, you have no common anything. And so your videos going to 10-year-olds is really not going to help you in your influencer journey. You need to go to people who share similar interests, whose lifestyles are going to be similar to you, who have the same interests naturally, so that you can be like, hey, you already shop here instead, or you got a dress here, look at this dress. It's one of those things, like if you open a business book, it's actually one of the first things that you'll always see. Who's your target audience? Who are you selling to? Who do you want your content to be? And at the end of the day, even though you're an influencer, you are trying to influence somebody to buy something. That is literally what an influencer is. So make sure that you guys know who you want to have that influence on. Blindly posting on social media can be really detrimental. It can waste a lot of your time and energy. So please save your time, save your energy, and target who you want to target, baby. Okay, this is one of those things that I'm sure you are sick and tired of hearing, but I'm going to be that bitch who tells you again. Post consistently. Don't care if you have to post 1 time a day or 4 times a day. Post whatever it is that you can do consistently. I recommend posting every single day, whether that's once, twice, 5 times, 10 times is up to you. But I genuinely think that posting every single day has its benefits. It's like showing up to work. You have to show up to work. You have to get the audience familiar with you, whoever your videos are going to. You have to be like, oh, like, I recognize this person now. Like, it's kind of like a habit for them as well, seeing you every single day. So the more you post, the more people are going to become familiar with you and your branding and be like, all right, I'm going to follow her. I'm going to engage with her if they like if they like your content. The next thing I think is really important, this is one of the major players in how your video gets promoted, is watch time. Everybody now has attention span the size of a pea. Like, no one is listening to you after 3 seconds. Like, it's really hard, especially on short form content. So what are you gonna do to stick out? Because if not, they are gone. I personally think that you need to make your first 5 to 7 seconds really interesting so that they stay on. The longer they stay on, the more TikTok or any platform is going to push your content to other people, to new people. If you can't get them to watch your content for even 3 seconds, don't post. And how do you know? Because sometimes as a creator, you're like, is this interesting enough? Like, I can't tell. Send them to your friends and family before you post. Be like, did you watch the whole thing? Like, be honest. Like, would you watch this? Like, is this something, like, see what people say. And obviously, like, sometimes you just have to post to see how it does as well. Make sure you're just changing and revising how you're making your videos. Maybe you want to edit more, maybe you want to edit less, maybe you're doing too much. So that is how I would become an influencer from scratch in 2023. I hope you guys learned some tips. Let me know if you guys have any questions or what other videos you guys want to see. I love you guys so much, and I will see you guys next time.